Good blessed Monday night, August the 16th, 2021. It's about 8:16 p.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter even if you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you the proclaim toughest to the proclaim weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter even if you my family, friends, nor my proclaim enemies. It doesn't even matter whether you like me, whether you black, white, or any nationality. I greet all you all with that same universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. I come here tonight to y'all because I believe today make 150 days since my son, Brian, B-R-Y-A-N, Lamar, L-A-M-A-R, Johns, J-O-H-N-S, was found hung, lynched in Carbondale, Illinois on Friday, March the 19th, 2021 in the Gaslight Apartments on the 400 block of Oakland Street on the 3rd floor in the hallway on the railing. Now, on the 24th of March 2021, me and my two youngest daughters came from Charleston, Missouri, and my son's mother and her second oldest son traveled from Chicago when we met with the deputy coroner who said he was the coroner for the Jackson County Coroner's Department in Jackson County, Illinois, Sam Bryan, B-R-Y-A-N. Found out later he wasn't the coroner, he was a deputy coroner. Been searching to try to see some information on him, but can't find nothing on him. But him and the sergeant, commanding lieutenant Matt Dunnings, we met with them. But on the 24th, they said it was suicide. But after I made my first video on March the 24th, 2021, I called the NAACP president, the female that's the present president now. I told her about it. She contacted the police the same day, and they contacted me and told me that the NAACP said that somebody from my family called them and said that they don't think my son committed suicide. But let me show you this here. On the 25th, the very next day, the 25th of March 2021, they started, instead of suicide, they said that it is a death investigation. I've been showing since the 24th of March 2021, I've been showing how the police department and the Jackson County Coroner Department is incompetent and they're not doing a just investigation. I've been bringing it to the attention of the leaders in Carbondale. I've been talking to the news press. Won't none of them. It's been a death investigation for approximately 144 days since the March the 25th. It was suicide at first on day one. It was suicide, they say. With no autopsy, no toxicology test, they say it's suicide. But now, even though the coroner certified my son's death certificate on June the 23rd as a suicide, contributed to meth and abuse of a methamphetamine, the police department said that they investigating. It's a death investigation. If it's a death investigation, you would think the news media, the Southern Illinois paper wouldn't take my story or talk to me. WSIL Channel 3 wouldn't. None of them wouldn't. I contact the Egyptian. I contact all of these here. My son's death haven't been in the newspaper not one time. In the NAACP, I done been at city council meetings with them. Well, not with them, but one of them happened to be there. But let me show you what the NAACP was doing today on WSL Channel 3 in Chicago, what the president was doing. The same president that I told what was going on with my son's death, the same president that I told about the white school teacher from the Rebound Carbondale, Illinois high school rebound teacher. Her and her husband was spending my son's food stamp when he was alive and he was dead. But let me show you what the NAACP president on the news talking about in Carbondale today, August the 16th, 2021. She talking about something that's really irrelevant because the governor has approved legislation to stop the discrimination about hair in the schools. But she talking, listen to what she talking about. But she won't speak about my son's death. But she could talk to the police behind closed doors. Listen to this.
Illinois schools cannot have policies against certain hairstyles. Governor J.B. Pritzker signed that bill into law. That was after a 4-year-old boy was told his braids were in violation of the dress code. Well, Carbondale's NAACP says the new law is a positive thing, but they also say it's discouraging.
It's rather encouraging that the bill was passed to provide those protections, but also discouraging in that in 2021, Black people in this country and brown people continue to have legislation passed so that we can enjoy the rights that everyone else has.
And that law goes into effect January 1st.
Now, did you hear what she said? She said, so black people, what we shouldn't have to go to the extreme to have to get legislation passed. And then she talking about in 2021, black and brown people shouldn't have to go through this here. But why, as me and my family happen to go through to try to get some news media, you see that she can get the news media, but she don't want to talk about my son being hung because she's a graduate of Southeastern Illinois College. You see what I'm saying? Most of the people that's from the newspaper, they try to protect the students in Carbondale University, the Southeastern Illinois University. Southern Illinois University. But why could she go on here and talk about something that to me is irrelevant because the governor already passed it? You see what I'm saying? But she's still talking about some hair, but she don't see nothing about a black man in 2021 being hung. A black man who they claim committed suicide at first, but he got a blunt trauma to his ribs. He got a cut on his hand, go all the way to his tendons. He had blood on his gym shoes. His hand was balled up with money in it. But she don't see that worthy, nor do any of the other NAACP that's with her. Now, she got a doctorate's degree, I guess, because they call her doctor. You seen what her name was. You see what I'm saying? And you ain't seen her or no other news media seen it worthy of my son's death. The only way my son's death was being on the social internet is because I put it on my YouTube channel. Do you think that lady really, that NAACP president in Carbondale, Illinois, do you think she really care about that hair? You see what I'm saying? She don't care about that hair. What she care about is getting on that news. You see what I'm saying? And trying to get any type of attention they can get. Don't you think if a black man was hung and they're suspicious about it and the family member thinks something that was wrong, don't you think she could get that same WLIS 3, Channel 3 news to sit down with me and my 2 daughters or 3 daughters, you see what I'm saying, and speak about my son's death? No, she don't see that worthy of it. Any of you blacks down there that's thinking about falling behind the NAACP in Carbondale, the only way they gonna talk up for y'all is if it's some money or something involved. You see, I seen another one of them at the Carbondale City Hall meeting on August the 10th when me and my 16-year-old spoke about my son's death. They criminal department head was there, but she didn't speak about it. She spoke about the business, black businesses not getting contracts. You see, if they can get them contracts, then they can get money. They can't get no money out of my son's death unless we can actually prove that he was murdered. You see what I'm saying? Now, if she can talk about this hair, something that the governor already have approved, why can't she get on here and say if anybody in Carbondale know anything about the Brian Lamont John being hung or lynched in Carbondale on March the 19th, 2021, y'all can call our office, y'all can call anonymous somewhere, y'all can contact the family, but she ain't said that damn time. She ain't asked me and my 2 daughters to come down and sit with us. It's been 150 days, but she can sit down with these news people because it's getting her attention. That NAACP chapter there in Carbondale, Illinois, ain't doing nothing for the national advancement for the colored people. You see what I'm saying? They don't care about the black or brown. They care about themselves. If she's talking about hair and the other one talking about the black business, what about a black life that was hung? They don't care about it. But me and my family do, and I'm going to keep on speaking about it, and I don't care who don't like it. Peace be still.